We caught up with Thomas Massie to ask him about the future of the effort to release the files.
Massie talked today with WHAS 11 political reporter Isaiah Kim Martinez. And Isaiah, he seems convinced that Trump's allies in Washington are blocked from covering up the files because of the way this bill is written.
Right, Doug Connie, you're exactly right. Over the phone, I actually asked Massie if he's worried about heavy redactions. He tells me he's not, because he says his legislation only allows for very specific exemptions.
Republican Congressman Thomas Massie tells me the successful vote he led to release all the DOJ's investigative files on Jeffrey Epstein will have a ripple effect felt across the country.
In the United States, we may see names coming off of buildings and scholarships being renamed because rich and powerful men are going to be caught finally and see some justice for the victims.
I talked to the Northern Kentuckian for 7 minutes over the phone, discussing what it took to get his bill over the finish line, even having to convince other Republican lawmakers to go against the Trump administration's wishes.
Well, I had to fight the Speaker, the President, the Vice President, the FBI Director, and the Attorney General on this. They all turned against the notion of releasing the Epstein files. But what we had were the survivors on our side and public opinion, and we were able to push this through.
The U.S. Department of Justice will be required within 30 days of the president's signing of the bill to release these documents. Some Americans speculate there will be heavy redactions. Massie doesn't expect that to be an issue.
They could try to mitigate the release, but, by, for instance, opening investigations in certain areas. The legislation only allows for very narrowly tailored exemptions to the releases, and the exemptions can only be temporary.
Now, I asked Representative Massie if the decisions by congresswomen like Lauren Boebert of Colorado and Marjorie Taylor Greene of Georgia represent some kind of sea change within the Republican Party. He says they've stayed true to their promises. He says the president and his administration have deviated from them. Doug, Connie.